Madam.
Get my dress, the mauve one.
Your ball gown, madam, for the Chateau de Fleurville.
Thank you, Mart.
Poor child.
Oh, I thought this morning would never come. Today we're going to see Camille and Madeleine and Madame de Fleurville. When are we leaving? It shouldn't be very long. We must be patient, very well behaved, and wait, all right?
Give me that, will you? I'll do it myself. Well, I am going to make quite an impression on those ladies. Have the carriage brought around. And call Sophie, since unfortunately that useless creature is invited as well. What do you think you're doing?
Oh!
How dare you go ahead of me?
I'm sorry, forgive me, Madame.
Oh, let go of that horrible thing. I won't have it in my carriage.
Madame.
How many times have I told you not to call me Madame?
I'm sorry, I forgot my...
No! Well, what are you waiting for? Can't you see that I need some help? Be useful for once.
Goodbye.
I warn you, if you dare crease one of my ribbons.
I'll be very careful, Madame. Mama.
Let me make myself perfectly clear, young lady. I forbid you to say even a word to your friends about the shipwreck, or your cousin, your mother, or your father. Do you understand? Your misfortunes are of no interest to anybody. Well, answer me, do you understand?
Yes, Mama.
And if you are in the least bit disobedient, I shall whip you so hard you won't ever forget it, I assure you.
I won't say anything, I promise.
My dear ladies, I am Fedora Ficini, your new neighbor.
We assumed that's who you were, madame. I am Madame de Fleurville, and this is Madame de Rosbourg.
Didn't Sophie come with you? Hello, madame. Hello, madame.
You have two very well-behaved little girls. Not like my beastly child, Sophie.
Sophie, she looks so different.
Get out of the carriage right now!
Oh. Hello, Sophie. It's so wonderful to see you again. Hello.
Is that the proper way to greet your friends? What is the sense of paying a dance instructor to teach you to curtsy, to walk correctly, to show some grace? Go on. Curtsy, young lady. Oh, she's impossible. She never gets anything right.
Hello, madame. Hello, madame.
Welcome back, my dear. I'm so happy to see you again, Sophie.
Oh, madame.
My dear.
You ill-mannered imp! I'm ashamed of you. Stop whimpering and behave yourself.
Yes, Mama.
The children can stay out here while we go inside and get acquainted, madame. Your elegance far surpasses our simple clothes.
Oh, thank you, madame. It's an old dress of mine, but I am rather fond of it. I thought it would suit the occasion.
You've really changed a lot. Madeleine, we haven't seen each other in such a long time.
Marguerite, come and say hello to Sophie.
Who is she? I don't recall there being a little girl around here. Her name is Marguerite, and she's our friend.
She and her mother are both living with us now.
Hello, Marguerite. Do you remember, Sophie, when you decided you were going to make us all tea?
I had never drunk anything so horrible in my life.
It was awful.
Paul was so angry.
Who is Paul?
Paul is Sophie's cousin.
Wasn't that the day he fell in the holly bush? No, that was earlier. Dear Paul, I scratched him all up, and so that I wouldn't be punished, he said he fell into the holly. He was always so kind and good to me. And now Paul is... Sophie. Where is he now?
Nobody knows. He was on a boat, and the boat sank in the ocean.
No, don't. Not another word. If I talk about it, my stepmother's going to beat me.
My father was also on a boat, and it sank too.
Marguerite!
It was a big boat, and Papa was the captain. Was your father a captain too? And your Mama? Was she on the boat too?
Yes.
Then how can she be here? She didn't sink then.
Marguerite, Madame Ficini is not Sophie's real mother.
Stop it! Don't you understand? Stop! I don't want to hear any more. We won't say another word. It's a promise.
I find Sophie very changed. Has she been ill?
Sophie, on the contrary, she has boundless energy. For stealing, for lying, for
Do sit
misbehaving.
down, madame, please.
Creatures of the devil are made of solid stuff. I can assure you of that. You cannot imagine the effort I have put into that good-for-nothing Zenju.
Here, let me help.
It's so funny.
Nothing would amuse you more than seeing me with both my legs broken.
Are you in pain, madame?
What do you think?
Go out and play, children.
I've twisted an ankle, that's for certain. Oh!
Sit down here, madame. Now, let's have a look.
What beautiful flowers! They're so much prettier than mine. I wish I had such lovely carnations. And these roses. Madame de Rosbourg gave all these to us. They smell so good.
careful, Sophie. You're crushing the strawberries.
I'm smelling the roses, that's all.
But you're stepping on Camille's strawberries. Can't you be more careful?
Oh, I didn't see Camille's strawberries. They look so good. I wouldn't mind some. I haven't eaten a strawberry for such a long time. It's delicious.
How did our poor Sophie take the loss of both her parents, Madame? Seeing her mother perish in the shipwreck, and then losing her father a few months later. How awful.
The poor child must have truly suffered.
Another child, perhaps, but not her. She's too self-centered. The little monster has forgotten about it long ago. Sophie's only preoccupation is finding ways of being as mischievous as possible.
There you are. Madam should be able to walk now.
I'm not quite as optimistic as you are.
Sophie, be careful where you're putting your feet. You're killing the flowers now.
Marguerite, would you leave me alone?
These flowers are for Madame de Fleurville's birthday party. Lift up your feet.
Ah! Will you stop? There.
Oh!
And there.
Stop it, Sophie. You're hurting me. Stop it.
Oh! Marguerite, are you all right?
Stop your crying, Sophie.
Calm down. Sophie, Marguerite, calm down. That's the second one. That makes
Two what, you little fool?
2 slaps and...
There! At least you won't be lying for once, young lady.
She wasn't lying, Madame. It was I who slapped Sophie just before you came by.
No, how could you have done such a thing, Camille? It's not like you at all.
I'm sorry.
What was the reason for the slap?
Sophie stepped on my strawberries.
But that's not true. It was because...
No, it was the strawberries, that's all. Please don't say anything.
But you are defending me, not being naughty. That's what I want to tell them.
Yes, I know, Marguerite, but wait until Madame Ficini's gone.
We were coming out to get you for tea, children. It is only because we have guests that I shall not send you to your room. But you will have neither cake nor sherbet.
And you? You shall have neither cake nor sherbet either, ungrateful troublemaker!
Please forgive me, Sophie. I shall never hit you again, I swear.
Thank you, Camille. If you had said that I pushed Marguerite, my stepmother would have whipped me so hard.
I hate that, Sophie. It's all because of her that Camille can't have any dessert.
You're far too kind, Madame. If it were up to me, those two would not even be sitting at the table.
Well, well, young ladies, your garden is a bit of a shambles, isn't it?
Lefroy, how much time do we need to put it right again?
You've got to tear out the ruined plants, dig the earth, plant new seeds. If you're fortunate, you'll have new flowers in a month.
A month? A month?
But Madame de Fleurville's birthday is tomorrow.
Poor Camille. It's so sad that you can't have dessert with us.
I know, and the cakes look so good too. And you know how much I love sherbet.
I won't eat anything either.
No, Madeleine, there's no reason for you to deprive yourself because of me.
Yes, there is. How can I possibly enjoy my dessert knowing you can't have any?
It's the same for me. I won't eat any dessert.
That's very sweet, Marguerite. But I won't let you do it. Eat as much as you like.
Sit down, children. Sophie, Camille, here are your places.
Miss?
That one there. That one. And that one. Oh, and the big one as well. I didn't say I was finished, did I? I'll take one of those as well. Or rather, two. Yum, yum.
No, thank you, Joseph.
Oh.
But why? I'm sure you must be hungry, Madeleine.
No, Mother.
Give me your plate, darling, and let me serve you.
No, Mother, I don't want any.
My word, if she won't have any, I would be delighted to have a little more. They're all so delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Madeleine isn't eating because Camille can't have any.
But that's a silly thing to do. Whether she eats or not isn't going to change anything for Camille, is it?
She's so selfish.
Hurry up, Joseph. It's going to melt quickly in this heat.
At the speed with which Madame Ficini devours her food, the ice won't have time to melt, I assure you. That woman is a no-grace.
Now then, who shall I serve first? Madeleine, you still haven't had a thing. Would you like blackcurrant or raspberry?
Neither one. Thank you, Mother. I don't want any sherbet.
But sherbet is one of your favourite desserts, isn't it? I thought you refused the cakes because you wanted to leave room for the sherbet.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I don't want anything at all.
Are you sure? Try the raspberry, your favourite flavour.
No, thank you, Mother. I'm a little tired. Perhaps I had better lie down.
Are you ill, dear?
Ill? Oh, no, I'm fine, Mother, but I think I would like to have a little nap.
Capricious, that's what you are. Send her off to bed without dinner and see what sort of appetite she has tomorrow morning.
If you're tired, you may be excused.
I'll go up with her, Mother.
All right.
Thank you, Mother.
Well, my dear, I thought you were more fortunate with your children than I. But with one who's so capricious and another who likes to fight, they're about as much trouble as my stepchild children are such a bother.
No, you're wrong. Camille and Madeleine are not a bother to Madame de Fleurville.
Oh.
And I'm not a bother to my mamma. You're mean and nasty.
Marguerite, not another word.
I see you've been saying some lovely things about me to your friends, young lady.
But I didn't tell them anything.
You liar! Didn't I warn you what would happen if you disobeyed me?
Why is she so nasty to her? She's not even her real mother.
Some sherbet, madame.
Since you enjoy having this horrible creature in your home, I will be more than happy to be rid of her whenever you wish.
Aren't you going to say goodbye, Marguerite?
No, I won't because you made Camille unhappy.
Get in the carriage before I... Goodbye, ladies.
How awful. The poor child. There must be something we can do.
Get Sophie away from that horrible, odious woman as often as we can.
You mustn't punish Camille, madame. Sophie threw me into the flowers. That's why Camille gave her a slap. Sophie's mean and naughty.
My dear Marguerite, Sophie isn't mean or naughty. She's very unhappy. But I understand Camille wanting to defend you. I'll go and have a word with both of the girls.
Tomorrow is Madame de Fleurville's birthday. Camille and Madeleine wanted to give her a bouquet. And there aren't any more flowers.
Yes, that's a shame. Though sometimes things have a way of working out.
Dear little sister, I feel so sad. To share my punishment, you deprived yourself of your favorite dessert.
I did it to console you, Camille, so that you wouldn't be sad.
Dear Madeleine.
I suppose I brought you both some cake and sherbet now. Would you like that, children?
Poor Sophie. I could see how much she wanted to have some dessert as well.
Mother, why is her stepmother so awful to her? Was her real mother just as hard on her?
Madame de Rayon was strict but fair, and she loved Sophie. This Madame Ficini doesn't know what the word mother means. I'm afraid Sophie's troubles are not over.
Poor Sophie.
wrong?
Today is Mother's birthday.
And we have nothing for her.
Yes, I'd forgotten.
Marguerite, are you there? Good morning, Camille, Madeleine. You're not going to celebrate your mother's birthday in your night clothes.
But we can't celebrate, Mama.
I don't see why not. On the contrary, children, I suggest you put your clothes on and run down to the garden.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh, even prettier than the others.
And what a wonderful aroma, too. Did you see, Mother? There was nothing here yesterday, and it's like a miracle. Who could have done that?
Perhaps it was a little elf.
Or a good fairy.
Here, my children, is the good fairy who brought life back to your garden.
Happy birthday, Mother.
Sophie! Oh, that nasty little beast will really drive me mad.
Come, Sophie, quickly. Come and see our flowers.
They're even lovelier than the others.
I'm coming.